What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the watch party for Loki episode 5. I'm joined by Brian, Master of None. What's going on, Brian?
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm just as excited as everyone else is to get to finally see what happened next after the heads rolled and people vanished and we saw different Lokis. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think, man.
There were what, 4 different. There was the guy, the big black dude that had the Thor's hammer, which is probably a version of Loki where he was the favored son.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Okay, so Chris, it is not out right now. It will be out in about what is it? What time is it?
50
in 50 minutes. So at the top of the hour, we're gonna switch over to Twitch. I posted the Twitch link. I pinned it to the chat, so on YouTube, so that way you guys can jump over and follow us on Twitch. That way we can watch the episode together. And yeah, Kinky, you're right. The alligator Loki for the win. Yeah, there was the alligator Loki. There was the kid Loki. There was the big black dude Loki, and then there was the old man Loki as well. So you had a whole bunch of whole layers and layers of Lokis at the end. But one of the questions I had was that where is it? Is Loki in a doomsday situation? Meaning, like, did they put them somewhere where the world is about to end and that would wipe them out? Is that why they're there?
Honestly, with everything being leading up to that would make sense. Because if you think about it, like, how is Sylvie been hiding this whole time?
Yeah.
Like in Doomsday. So it's like, okay, well, how do we take care of this Loki problem? Doomsday.
Exactly. Throw in Doomsday. But they already had a bunch of them there. Because obviously, they all met each other. And let's also welcome that one, Carlos. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on? I thought this was starting a little later.
Dude, I came in early. I'm sorry, man.
But originally I did advertise it at 11 o'clock. But then I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I should start at 11:30. Fuck it. And then I was out here. And that was it. Yeah. At that point, I was like,
we'll do it live. We'll have some fun, man.
We'll do it live. So my nephew is here in town. He actually will be coming in here later on. He's like 13 or 12. Anyway, he's gonna come in here later on. He'll be sitting right here. He's gonna join us and watch it with us. So I'm gonna have to mute my mic a little bit during the actual stream, so that the sound doesn't create an echo effect.
Yeah, exactly.
But so Secret Wars in MCU. I mean, it's still possible. I think it's still possible.
Well, I think with everything they've done thus far it's variations on something that the comics do. Like,
we lost him. He's back. Are you at work right now?
No, there's something wrong with my camera. I don't know why the USB port's not working.
Do you need to maybe restart the computer? I don't know.
It's been doing that for a while.
Oh, really? It's just a port? It's all screwed up?
Yeah, because like I have this cool port on my keyboard, so I just use that instead because I have a big desk and I don't want to run it through the desk. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry. You're gonna have to see Bizarro for the rest of the
night. No, it's not on yet. It'll be on the top of the hour, and we're gonna show it right here. So, like I said, I posted or I pinned the link to the Twitch stream over in the chat, so you guys can switch over to Twitch and follow us. We're gonna watch the episode on Twitch because, fortunately, Disney doesn't seem to give a shit if we stream their shows in watch party format on Twitch. But if it's Warner Brothers, they will fucking tear you down. They don't give a fuck. It's annoying,
dude.
It's terrible. We did Mortal Kombat, and I got hit with a copyright strike on Twitch, which I didn't even know was possible. But it happens. I was like, fucking A, man.
Well, it's like you watch BVS and what the hell, man?
And that was all before the Snyder Cut came out. After the Snyder Cut came out, then they started doing all this shit. It's almost like they knew.
They're just trying to tamp us down. That's all right.
Because they don't want people watching their shit, watching HBO Max overseas and in areas where they can't get it. Oh, well, I was able to watch it on on Twitch on fucking Nick Tina show.
No, it only makes sense. I mean, I understand that part. I'm surprised, honestly, that we can actually do this in this format.
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. So, Carlos, let me ask you: do you think that Loki has been put with the other Lokis in another Doomsday situation?
Well, I'm gonna need some clarification. What do you mean by that?
Meaning, like, do you think the world's about to end wherever they're at?
Well, like the place that. Oh, okay. Oh, like an apocalypse. Oh, well, the place that they looked like it was just like a freaking trash heap. So I was thinking, whenever somebody or something is pruned, it's literally just thrown into the trash heap.
Well, I mean,
actually, oh my god! And you know what I just realized in episode 1, the security lady, one of the Minutemen, I forgot her name, the main one, the one that got her memories revealed. She pruned that cart full of Infinity Stones, and we know most likely Infinity Stones that are brought from the TVA back into the Sacred Timeline could still work. So those could come into effect. I just thought of that.
It could.
Yeah.
Let me actually pull up the image right now because there's something about this image I want you guys to see because there's a lot going on in this image. Obviously, there's 4 different Lokis, but if you look in the background, that's Stark Tower. It looks like Stark Tower.
Avengers Tower, yeah.
Yeah, Avengers Tower. And that looks just like it. So it looks like they're in some kind of like dilapidated New York.
I mean, that building with the red roof on the bottom right, it doesn't look like New York architecture. And like I really do think this place is like, it's not like an apocalypse. It's like,
but it looks overgrown too, like it's been abandoned for decades.
Yeah.
I don't know. We also got Gavin Cooley here. What's going on, Gavin?
Hey, buddy.
Not much. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Yeah. So let me ask you the question. Do you think that Loki's been put in another Doomsday scenario, let's say, where wherever he's at with your Lokis, he's going the world's about to end in like a matter of minutes or hours, and they have to figure out how to get the hell out of there?
Maybe. I don't know, because like I don't know how long the other ones have been there. Like if they've been there a while, I don't think, because I don't know. It's confusing. The show in general is confusing.
The only way I could kind of justify that is that they're like, okay, so we have a pruning technology,
right?
Okay, where basically it's not complete disintegration. It's just you just transportation. That's what it is. You just teleport someone from one place to another. I could kind of justify it that it might be like an apocalypse if they're like, well, everything's going to get destroyed anyway, so it's not going to affect the timeline. It's not going to do anything. But I really just thought it was just like Sakaar or whatever, just a garbage dimension, garbage planet. But I guess that could work.
I think it's New York. It's an alternate New York, and it could be that in this world, or in this world, what if it's that Loki won? And like the Chitauri won the war or won that battle. Who knows?
He's a terrible ruler then.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how it turns out and figure out where he's at. The other question I had, or I should say, another question that I had was, I actually write it down. I didn't. I didn't finish writing it. Do you think Morbius will live?
Yeah, I think.
Mobius?
I think
Mobius, sorry. Do you think Mobius is alive, or is he dead for the rest of the series, and you're not going to see him again?
That'll be we need some major like plot armor explanation because if they both got pruned and only Mobius died, that's like
well. Yeah, well, I mean, the other half of it is do we really know what pruning is? It's like you said, it could just be like a teleportation technology, or here, go to Sakaar. You know what I mean? It could be like that, the island of lost toys. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm really kind of interested to see how they take it.
And they were really feeding into that jet ski thing, like more than usual. Like they had Loki reading the jet ski magazine, and so like I think since every TVA agent is a variant, that Mobius was chilling in the 90s on a jet ski or something, and that's when he became a variant, and then that's when he was taken by the TVA. So I think it's going to come full circle, and we're going to see something with the jet ski. They
Yeah, I think so.
It's Chekhov's jet ski. That's what it is. So it's gonna get fired sooner.
The jet ski is too prominent for it not to be brought back in some
I
form
don't know,
or fashion.
man. I'm sorry. With all these shows, the way they've been going, it's turned me into a cynic. So it's like, yeah, they're not even going to show a damn jet ski in this show, guys.
The jet ski is this show's Mephisto.
The jet ski is Mephisto.
Yeah, Mephisto is everywhere, and it's Kang the Conqueror all along. I don't know, man. So.
I mean, like, and these twists they're setting up, they're just not satisfying, man. Like when I saw the timekeepers, first off, they looked weird. For some reason, they just looked kind of artificial. So like,
but they were.
They were, but like I thought they wanted to sell it a bit, you know. Like I'm gonna it's like,
but that was
be or something like that.
What I thought was interesting was that at the before she cut off the head of that timekeeper, he tried to negotiate with her, which tells me that there's who is ever controlling them is someone who like there's a free thinking person who's controlling them. Because why would you all of a sudden try to negotiate? I mean, to me, that tells me that if it's a robot, it's not programming that's controlling it. Like somebody was like there, like, well, I can, like trying to talk her out of it. Like,
no, I think you're filling in the gaps too much, and I don't think the writers are like thinking that deep into it. Because like Sylvie was already like, these are mindless androids, and so I really don't think it's gonna be that deep. I think they're just like, androids pre-programmed response. If threatened with danger because all your guards are gone, say that you will negotiate.
Okay, so another question I have is, and there's been a lot of speculation around this character, and that is, who is Miss Minute? And I'm talking about this character right here.
Minutes, yeah.
Is it Minutes?
Yeah, with an S.
With an S. Okay.
It's Miss Minutes. That's it.
Miss Minutes to you.
That's all she is. She's like the DNA monster or the DNA thing on Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
There we go.
I'm just saying, like, I try not to get too deep into these shows anymore because
people keep talking about Mrs. Minutes and saying, who's ever controlling that's who's controlling TVA. I don't believe so.
I would find that very hard to believe that some little watch face is controlling everything. So
because they keep saying, because they keep showing that little character in all the promo posters. But to me, it's just another character, kind of like what we saw in Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah, but to me, it's more like 1984. Like Big Brother's always watching, but is Big Brother a real person? Exactly. You know what I mean? Or is it just a dude on the poster telling you, hey, mind your business? You know what I mean? So it's like, I get that feel a lot from there. And they have a lot of that kind of rhetoric on the walls too. So I get some like 1984, Ministry of Peace or the Ministry of Love kind of feel to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I dig that aspect of it.
I did notice that too. During the first episode that they had like this kind of propaganda thing. Cause at the bottom when she was like, the TVA for all time or whatever.
Yeah,
at the bottom, it said brought to you by the Time Variance Authority Narrative Commission. I'm like, narrative? What?
Yeah, propaganda.
So it's definitely Big Brother propaganda. So like, I was still pissed off about what they said about like one sacred timeline and all this stuff because it literally doesn't make any sense because inherently Endgame created multiple timelines that were just ruined, especially the one where Thanos no longer exists, like the most important man in the galaxy is poof, gone, power vacuum, and like Ego takes over. I'm pretty sure Ego would take over after that. But so but like also every worker is working on one single timeline too, so that just got me tilted. But seeing the narrative commission and seeing that it's all kind of Big Brother propaganda, it kind of alleviates the kind of hesitation I have to the series. But I don't know, it was still pretty ruined for me.
I mean, it's understandable, but and at the end of the day, like the one thing I learned from watching WandaVision and Falcon is just honestly, is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
There you go. Exactly.
That's what I've done thus far on this one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Brain. If I'm a human, my brain is supposed to be on.
Well, I
Like,
understand
and that's
that,
what gave me
but
such high hopes for WandaVision.
you gotta give it a
is that I
rest
was like,
every
oh
once in a
man,
while, you know
this
what I
is
mean?
like
yeah,
this is making me think. This is making me have to do a lot of different things. I like this.
Well,
And then
and
it
not
just
only
let me
that, but
down.
they've trained us over the course of the years as to expect things from little hints and nods and winks,
But even
here
at the
and
end of the
there.
episode, at the end of episode 4, they said, "Oh, people were like, oh yeah, did you see the way that Loki reversed time on that building? I think he has a time stone."
me too. Yeah, I thought the
It
same
turns
thing.
out that was nothing.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, how are they going to get off this planet? Oh, maybe fucking Doctor Strange is going to show up, or maybe
I thought they were
no.
like if they had the time stone and the
well, to
space
be
stone, because
to,
he's
to be
been
honest,
carrying the Tesseract, he could teleport.
well, I think that has a lot to do with like YouTube in general.
Of course.
yeah, YouTube.
I mean, as
YouTube.
soon as this episode
Rumor.
drops, there's like 50 different breakdown Easter egg reveals.
Oh, everywhere.
You know what I mean? Everybody and their
true.
brother does it. So I mean, and trust me, I watched like 3 of them before I came home tonight. So I mean, I'm not judging by any stretch, but I'm just saying like that it feeds it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh, it definitely does. I mean,
and it's cool. I like that kind of speculation, which is always fun. But like I said, with these, it's always you're just setting yourself up for disappointment.
yeah.
I feel like that's good. That's like encouraging that and kind of and actively like rewarding that. This is their first dive into streaming, and this kind of like gradual progression of stories in this TV format that Disney Marvel has been getting into. And by the time we first got WandaVision, the kind of rumor mill was, got it going. Loki was already in the can, almost done. Same with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So they can't change those.
No.
But in like the interview with like the director, it's like, I didn't expect this kind of outcry from the fans and of WandaVision, like when they heard a boner and everybody got mad and stuff like that. It's like, well, it's kind of obvious, kind of toying with everything that we kind of are passionate about. So I think it's good business to seek the fans like wanting to speculate and do that stuff. Like I'd rather have a bunch of speculating fans than just like people that just shovel popcorn in their face and don't care one bit about it and probably will buy it or probably won't if they're interested. Just being like arbitrary. So I don't know. I like the I like speculation. I like people doing it. I just wish that the creators of these shows would take that into account and actually try to make it for them, because those are the people that are driving this whole boat.
Well, I mean, the other part of it though is it doesn't take away a little bit of the surprise.
Well, they can make like, I'm just saying to keep that in mind, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I understand.
If you're directly like, okay, yeah, you could do a twist. All right, I'm not like anti. What does Ryan Johnson do? What do you call it? Subverting expectations.
Oh God.
Yeah, anti that. It's just like, if you're gonna tease me with someone who we haven't seen in a while. Why did you say that name?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Ryan Johnson right now.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Honestly, all of this really did start with Star Wars, though. Like
all of it.
If you go back to
Ryan Johnson's fault.
It's all Ryan Johnson.
Why did you say that name? It's not Ryan Johnson, guys. It's J.J. Abrams. It's all his fault. Why did you say that name? Exactly. If he hadn't set up all those mystery boxes in The Force Awakens, yeah, no. I don't think the speculation fervor would be anywhere near what it is.
Set up
today.
mystery boxes that were never even figured out. Like, where'd the lightsaber come from? We'll never fucking know.
Closed in some offhanded manner in the next movie. It was
and even like they were kind of cool. Like you get to see Snoke and you're like, who's this crazy Sith? And then Ryan is like, no, you should kill that guy. Nobody cares about that guy.
You know what I mean? Like, wait, what? And then it's like, I'm telling you, to me, like one of the biggest mysteries, there was a lot of them at the end of The Force Awakens. That's why I think for me, The Force Awakens still works.
Yeah.
It's how you follow it up.
Of course.
And people have their arguments about that they like The Last Jedi or they don't, and that's fine.
It's got its ups and downs, man.
It's got its ups and downs. It's a beautiful movie, the way it's filmed and special effects.
Visually, dude,
it's stunning. It's like holy fuck.
They dumped millions into that.
Oh yeah, but I never liked that they introduced or they reintroduced Luke's lightsaber, yet they never described or never told how it got there. And I always wanted to know, like, how did Maz Kanata end up with Luke's lightsaber?
Yeah, wait.
in
The
a
last time we
fucking
saw
ball?
it was Empire, right? Where Vader cut his
Yeah,
hand
when he
off.
got his hand cut off. Ah! Yeah, you
Dude,
see
it
fly
must have
behind him,
been
that was
like
it.
out there for years.
Yeah.
But
But we never got an explanation.
Yeah.
And then finally when they asked, when she had it and Han looks at it and he goes, "Where did you get that?" And she goes, "That's a story for another time." So I'm like, "Oh, so we're gonna find out like in the later movies."
that
Okay,
story?
it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And instead it was like, "Nope,
No.
no, sorry. Guess what? Here's your answer." No, you got nothing. It was just like, "Fuck me, really."
I
These
didn't like
conversations always lead to Star Wars. I swear.
It
Every
either
time.
leads to Star Wars or it leads to the Snyder Cut. That's it.
Well, the thing about it is that right now that it's apt though, because that's exactly what happened with Star Wars. Is that, and even with the Mandalorian.
What's up,
Dude,
Arkham Gaming?
remember we did Mandalorian watch parties on this channel, and it was like, dude, what's gonna happen next week? Oh, I think Bo-Katan's gonna get some. Dude, you know what I mean? That was fun. I miss it.
That was oh my god. So I was just telling my nephew. I was like, honestly, I go. I did a watch party for WandaVision and for the Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian was like the only one that not the only one, but that was the best one.
Yeah, well, because we were like over the top, and we did get
yeah, we weren't over the top.
No, we didn't.
Because,
we didn't go
because
ham
who
on
really
it like
thought that, like, spoiler
Luke
for episode
Skywalker
8,
was
but
gonna
Luke
show up at the
Skywalker, like, who the fuck would have been like, what the fuck?
Nope. I'd have pegged somebody else. I was like, Ezra's going to show up, dude. Watch.
Yeah, Ezra Bridger.
Ezra Bridger.
I know.
We're gonna
Ezra
see
I thought
Bridger
they
it.
would just
showed
make
up.
up a Jedi before they have Luke in.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
I never would have thought Luke Skywalker was going to show up. I never would have thought that.
No,
Never.
never.
And when he showed up,
And
I
he
lost
kicked
my
ass.
shit. I was like, holy fuck. I never thought it was going to happen, but
No.
fuck, they did it. They pulled it off. That was the
R2.
best thing that they could have done. And R2 at the end. I was like, oh my God. That was the best thing that they could have ever have done. And they did it. I couldn't believe it.
100%.
That's what you call
legit,
exceeding expectations.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Thank
you
you.
had WandaVision, and we're like, oh, they're going to do it again.
Yeah. No, we were severely disappointed. It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along. You know,
it's going to be like, it was Loki all along. It's like, oh,
I know. No
I
shit.
quit. Never watched another damn Marvel show again.
I might do Moon Knight, Marcus. I might. So that's why you should subscribe to the channel, because you never know. I might do it, but because I work early mornings now, I typically don't do these as much at night anymore. But I had back-to-back days off and it lined up for today. So I was like, dude, well, I'm just going to do it today. But next week, like, I'd be in bed because I have to work. So what I had thought about doing one, you know, the night before I'm off, you know, but sometimes it doesn't work out, but I might. And yes, only 35 minutes before the release of episode 5.
Yay!
I do think that Loki, though, is better than, like, the other two shows by, like, a long margin. I like Loki a lot more.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
thus far. Yeah.
each show that went forth, when you compare WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki, right? Out of all those shows, this is the most established character from the MCU is Loki.
Mhm. Yeah.
Obviously, you know, in Falcon Winter Soldier, you had what's his name? You had Sam and you had Bucky, who are pretty established characters, but then to me, they're not as established, not as big.
They never really got
Loki
the time to shine, though, like
I-
on their own.
Like,
They were always overshadowed by like Captain America or the overarching story, like
Yeah.
Avengers: Age of Ultron or something like that, you know. But I like each one of these shows like that they've had though thus far. I know we've thrown some shade a little bit at some of them, but they've all served their purpose. Like, you know, WandaVision, you know, at the end of the day, it was Wanda getting her grief out.
Yeah.
You know, and discovering the Scarlet Witch. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think that laid the groundwork for something fantastic coming up. You know, and the same thing for Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, we're gonna get Captain America 4, man.
Yeah.
And it's gonna rock, dude. I can't wait to see, you know, Sam in full Captain get up. It's gonna be great. So I mean, and I'm hoping this show is what's gonna really kind of lead us into, you know, I don't. Here's my speculation. I think it's going to lead us into some more of the multiverse stuff. I think whatever's going to happen is going to shatter the multiverse, and everything's going to start being in play.
Yeah, I think that too. I would say just the problem with these shows is just the villain or like just the antagonist driving force. Because with WandaVision, it was just a big mystery. The antagonist mainly was
Wanda. Yeah, she was the bad guy.
Yeah, until it was pinned on Agnes in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then like the
I don't think it's going to be a second season of Loki. I think this is just a one and done, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I heard that they were saying
I think they're going to do a second season.
Are they?
I don't know. I've heard something about that.
Let me see. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now.
Maybe it follows a different Loki.
I think it'll be the same Loki. I mean, like
Alligator Loki.
According to the Loki Insider, this doesn't sound real. The Disney Insider, it says Loki season 2 is confirmed. That was 6 months. Who the fuck are these guys? I don't even know what these guys are.
Not a reputable source.
The direct says addresses season 2 possibilities. I don't know. I don't. I think it's possible. But I thought it was just like a one and done.
It would make sense. It would be one and done since most of the other ones have been one and done. I think it's just kind of like the breathing period for Marvel. But isn't the lack of a strong villain one of the issues that the MCU's had?
It's either the strong villain that they kill off after their first appearance.
Yeah, like Red Skull. God dang it, man! We could have had so much more with Red Skull.
Yeah. I actually really liked Ego.
I like Ironmonger. Iron Man 1.
Yeah, that was good. Cool to see. No, I mean they had some good villains, but I just think that I don't know.
Well, I mean, as far as recurring ones, you have like Loki.
And, I don't think there's going to be a big villain at the end of this.
I consider Thanos one.
Yeah, he's a villain.
He's been a recurring villain.
He was at the end of almost every movie, like
basically, and he was the hand. Yeah, he was the hand that guided the glove, as it were. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I guess so. But yeah, it's a bunch of unknown villains. So with WandaVision, it was just kind of like getting the runaround because it was a big mystery. And then with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I didn't care one bit about Carly. Just not.
I didn't give two shits.
Bit.
She could have fucking got her head cut off. I'd have been like, oh, that sucks. I wasn't invested in her. I wasn't.
Literally, I forgot what the first 2 episodes were about. The kind of build up and introduction to Carly. All I know is that there was someone named Madani or something, and
Madonna,
or I don't know. I think it was Madani or Diana, or I don't know. And
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I don't
those
care.
first episodes, I don't care. I'm just like, I really didn't give a shit. And that's what I found the hardest was that the first couple episodes, I was like, oh man, this is kind of dragging on. And then they had the episode.
I remember we're doing the watch party on episode 1.
It was horrible.
We're not. We'll meet up again. We didn't come back together until the end of the show.
Yeah,
so it was like,
I know.
I was like,
dude, I left. I thought it was so bad.
Yeah, it was so bad, and we talked about the entire episode. We weren't paying attention. But it was so boring.
The funny thing is it ended up being a pretty decent show at the end.
No, it was.
It was like that was the first one. It was like I was getting like Forrest Gump vibes from it. So I was like, what? Like, is Lieutenant Dan in this or something? Like,
I didn't care about the supporting characters. I didn't care about the premise. I didn't care about anything.
Oh my God.
It was so stupid that. that Sam just gave up the shield.
Yeah,
because he
dude,
was like,
the worst thing was the Sharon Carter reveal.
Oh, the power broker.
Oh, dude, it was so cringe. It was so bad.
I mean,
that's right. She was the power broker.
I really thought
she has that one look where she looks at the camera and smiles at the camera like it was me all along.
Yeah,
it was
just. Joe, you've already done this.
Yeah, when she was the power broker, I was like, really? Come on, man, really? And again, subverting expectations. You're like, oh, maybe it's so and so, maybe it's somebody bigger. No, it's not. It was her the whole time. No shit.
You never know. Could be somebody bigger. We could find out in Captain America 4. Yeah, there's Plenty of story to be told.
Could be.
And not only that, but as far
But
as
she
like,
didn't
looking forward
die.
to villains, I mean,
Or
we
did
got
she
like
die?
the ultimate. No,
No, she didn't die.
no, she got shot, but
Yeah,
she ain't
she got
dead.
arrested, right? I think.
Donya.
No, she's
No.
free.
Oh no,
Uh,
yeah, because then
she
she
got her walking papers.
Yeah, she got
was
the pardon.
yeah, and then she gave then she had the and then what's her face showed up at the end.
Elaine.
Elaine
Madam
Elaine
Hydra.
showed up. Yeah,
Elaine showed up from Seinfeld and
Yeah.
told Cosmo his last name is Kramer, and yeah, no,
And
I
she
see.
created USA
That's what I'm
yeah.
thinking.
I
There's
know it's a character. I just hate when characters have that kind of personality.
got to
It's
be
like-
something more than that, though. I
Oh,
mean,
hey, how's it going?
It's like, hey, my name is Valera, but my name is Val. But don't never tell it to me, and don't ever think of me that way. I'm like, just shut up, all right? You want to help me? Then help me, okay? I'm literally a super soldier. I can snap you in half, okay?
Exactly, exactly.
I'm mad at who you are, please.
well, and not only that, but the other thing to keep in mind with the shows is that's like, to use a wrestling metaphor, it's like they're not going to give away the championship on Raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
You know, they're going to build it up for the pay per view, which is the movie.
and that's what I see these shows as is like these are not the pay per view events.
Mm-hmm.
This is not WrestleMania. Yeah, this is SmackDown and Raw. I mean, that's what this is. And then the movies are the pay per view events. And then like the Avengers team up movies, that's like
WrestleMania
or SummerSlam. Or,
yeah, your bigger tier pay per views. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's kind of how if you really want to like separate the two.
The
so
Royal
it's like,
Rumble.
Yeah, don't want to put them on the same tier as a movie, but if you look at them as setting up a foundation for a movie, I mean, we've already gotten 2 movies right off the gate set up. You know, for the next Doctor Strange movie, of course, we're going to have, you know, Scarlet Witch in it, which is going to be freaking awesome to see what happens with the Darkhold and all that great shit that's going to happen in that movie. You know, whether it ties into Spider-Man or not, it's going to be great. So it's like, no, these are all. That's what it will, man. I'm sure it will, and it's gonna. That's what I'm looking forward to this so much, and not only that. But with the Fantastic Four, you're going to get one of the best villains in Marvel, like, period.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started.
If they could do Doctor Doom, if they could do Doctor Doom justice,
yeah,
like, oh my God, dude, game over. Like, it'll be so good. And then to add in the fact that the X-Men are just around the corner.
I just, looking back on the MCU, I just feel like it's a little empty. And if I don't know how they're going to introduce them. Like, I don't want the multiverse thing. I don't want
I'll be right back, guys. Keep going.
Sure. I don't want them to be like, yeah, so they just never existed and now we're just taking them from their universe. Whoa. So like their universe remains unprotected and now they're here. Have fun. Like I want a real explanation. But then it's like, what, they've been here since the 60s. They've been here
and they didn't want to help with all the events.
Well, no, I get that, and that's the kind of problem with like the Eternals that people have issues with. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, what if the Fantastic Four were to come from the future? Or
Negative Zone.
Well, no, or happen right then and there. Like they get their own origin in the MCU. Like, Reed Richards was just a dude. He wasn't. He was a scientist, but like he could have just been over there studying in the Baxter Building. You know what I mean? New York's a big place.
I would really like the theory that like kind of like with the quantum realm, that they were actually scientists in the 60s, all the Fantastic Four, and that just time dilated so much. So for them, it was a few months, and they kind of get experience with their powers in whatever dimension
lost,
they are.
Like Janet Van Dyne.
Or Ant-Man. Well,
yeah.
No, Ant-Man, that was a coincidence. The rat pressed the button to let him out. But yeah, and basically just like, out of nowhere, they just start hurtling towards Earth because they like kind of broke free, and now they see the whole world change, and then they're probably the people that took over the Avengers Tower.
Kind of like a Captain America out of time situation, like
a family out of time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Do you think that's cool. Reed or Norman who took the tower?
I would like it to be more Reed. I don't really want to become Oscorp, but
yeah. I think those are like the only two that I can think of that would have the money to buy the Avengers building. But I always think of like the top three, like the three villains who need to be in the MCU because they're just so huge comic characters. I always think of Magneto, like Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, and Doctor Doom. Those are like the three.
The only one I can see an issue with would be like Norman Osborn. Like I don't think we're gonna see Green Goblin in the MCU.
You don't think so?
No, not unless they actually get the full rights to Spider-Man.
You guys
'Cause
hear
I
that?
think-
You're an echo right now.
No, you're good.
Good?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
But no, I don't. I just with the deal they have with Sony, it's kind of weird to begin with. So it's like I doubt. I mean, it was hard enough getting Spider-Man, let alone other adjacent characters.
I'm just also wondering how their Sony Spider-Verse or whatever long complicated name they gave, how that's gonna tie in, because they're gonna want to. They're already using in Morbius.
Yeah, and maybe that'll be the way we get to see him. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool.
Like we see like Vulture coming in from Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Vulture.
So how I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure they'll find a way to figure it out. Like, Eddie Brock is in San Francisco, so like,
Same as Ant-Man.
Yeah, I would say isn't Ant-Man in San Francisco?
Yeah,
Ant-Man is too. So maybe you have a crossover there.
There could be a
I just
crossover
hope
that way. I mean, I'm sure that
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for your support.
I think there's a lot
I'll
of money
catch
and
up on it
stories on
one
the
day.
table. There you go. Best way to do it. Binge the
What's
whole
going
damn thing.
on, Carolina?
I was getting
Ring
confused with all the
girls.
names: Morpheus, Mobius,
Morpheus.
Morbius, Morpheus. It's like
Speaking of Morpheus, did you guys ever see South Park, the episode with Imagination Land?
Yeah.
When they went to like the council or whatever, it was like fucking Morpheus was there, Jesus Christ, and they're in Imagination Land. I was like, oh god, they really went for it. They put Jesus Christ on the same council as Morpheus.
No, he kind of was like the John the Baptist of that movie series, anyways. If you want to use religious allegory at the time, but
when they attack Imagination Land, everyone's dying. Like Santa Claus is like picks up his arm, like we'll save Private Ryan. They all get massacred. It was like, oh my god,
gosh, man. Every once in a while, I haven't watched it like every weekly with South Park, but like, every once a year they come out with a good special that's like worth setting aside a little bit of time and actually watching. Like the last couple have been pretty decent.
Wait, move this over here. He's gonna come out here. My nephew will be joining us soon.
Nice.
I gotta lose the headphones because he'll be in here, and I can't wear these because he can't hear anything. Let's see. This is going to be great. What's that? I don't know. I know. If only I had a splitter. I tried to find one. I thought I had one, but fuck, I couldn't find one anywhere. I know I have one. I just don't know where it's at. All right, guys. So I'm going to post the link one more time. I know I even pinned it to the chat, but there it is. There is the link to the Twitch stream. We're going to switch over to Twitch in just a few minutes so we can watch Loki episode 5. This is going to be a good episode. I think this is going to be probably. I'm going to predict that this is going to be better than the finale. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Well, especially with the way finales have been. Like now, the episode leading up to the finale has been the better of so thus far. So,
I think this is just it's gonna just build up everything. Like, so what we were expecting, like what we're seeing in the trailers and stuff, like vote Loki, or when Loki says glorious, and it looks like there's that mirror that was in Avengers Tower in 2012, or any of the major parts in the trailers that we were looking forward to. I think it's gonna happen now, and then we're gonna have the climax, or like, well, it's gonna be like the big reveal, and then of course like fade to black, and then next episode.
Yeah.
So this is like where the tension is the highest.
Is it really going to be 52 minutes?
Nah, really?
How long?
I don't know, man. It's going to be shorter. Like 15 minutes worth of credits, though. Man.
I mean, yeah, I know.
I always feel like the episode before the season finale is always shorter than than all the other episodes.
Well, looking at the first 4, 52, 55, 43, and then 49. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah. They've been hovering in the 50s.
That was for the filler episode 43. Ugh. Episode 3 wasn't that good, man.
I actually liked it.
Well,
I liked it, but I didn't like it.
It was such filler.
Okay, here's the deal on that. Okay, we yes, at the time it might seem like filler, but it usually leads up to the next episode quite well, and that's one thing that the quote unquote filler episodes have managed to accomplish in this show, unlike Mandalorian with its fillers.
No, that's true. That's true. Like Mandalorian is more of like I guess anthology, like episodic kind of thing, where each episode is a new adventure kind of thing, and its own contained story. But I do understand there is Mandalorians in there. I see the memes, and it's like every Mandalorian episode ever is like, hey, I need to go get this thing. My ship's
Every
broken.
episode is
Can I leave it with you.
Is a new level. That's what it is. It's a new level.
Like, oh no, my ship broke again.
Can you please repair it? Yes, but you need this thing for me.
No, the princess is in another castle.
Yeah.
Every time. Oh, I hit that one.
Yeah, so I guess I see. It seems unfair that I'm like faulting Loki for one filler episode when Mandalorian probably has.
Each one of these series has had it though, and the one thing that I will say about it, it's like the next episode kind of redeems it. You know what I mean? Like, kind of fills in the blanks, because even WandaVision had that 1 or 2 filler episodes. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, okay, and then the next episode's like, oh, that's what it was.
The first 3 episodes of WandaVision were for filler.
Basically, well, it's well, not only that, but I think it's kind of hard to watch certain things in black and white. You know, being accustomed to, being in a colorized world. Because I like when I was a kid, I had a hard time. I'm
colorblind, so
Yeah,
color is bad in my life.
Yeah, right. I don't seem to have a problem with that. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I've only watched Justice. For example, I've only watched Justice is Gray once, so like I'm not a huge.
I watched Justice is Gray once
either.
because I like the shit in color.
I like color.
Call me lame. I don't know.
Like, hey, it spruces up the environment,
So, someone who's like colorblind and like
better,
watching
man.
Justice is Gray and then watching Justice League and being like, "What's the difference? I can't tell the difference."
I can't tell.
My thing was just like, all right, this is supposed to be like the team, the hope, and stuff like that. I know it's like reminiscent of like what 7 Samurai or something, but I'm sorry, I need color.
Well, let me ask you guys one last question before we switch over to Twitch. What did you guys think of the news about Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
What?
It's the new Zack Snyder movie on Netflix.
Open the
Supposedly
door.
a science fiction.
Push hard. Sorry.
It's all good.
I heard,
that's getting clipped. No, I'm just kidding.
Push hard.
I heard some things. I just don't know. Is it an original or is it in a comic book adaptation or any kind of adaptation?
I don't believe it's an adaptation.
It's original. Okay, guys. So this is my nephew, Jayden. What's going on, Jayden? They can hear you.
Okay.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
You
say what's up.
can't hear him, right? Because you got headphones.
So, what did you think of? Oh, you know what? Let me turn these off. Hold on. Here, I'll just switch it over. That way he can hear us. That would be helpful.
What's his life story?
Let's see. Well, you see, what's his backstory?
Well, we were at the opera one night, and we went down this alleyway. And
Okay, so
Yeah, Nicotina, how do you know your nephew?
what was that?
How do you know your nephew?
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you, Jayden. What did you think about episode 4 of Loki? You just got done watching it, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
It felt like it was setting up for something big. Like that there's something coming, I guess.
This is his first live stream ever, so
I don't know what to say.
he doesn't know what to say.
it's all good.
So something big is that's a very poignant.
You want me to turn it up?
I mean, with me, episode 4. I can't even remember what happened in episode 4. I just know people got disintegrated. I hated the Deus Ex Machina. It's just like how they escaped Lamentus 1. It was just like so contrived. They couldn't think of anything more. they just had to drive the plot forward so much that they had to foment this variance energy. Like, I don't know.
Foment, is that a real word?
I think it is.
I think it is.
If it's not, then I just made it right now. But
That's
you get,
awesome if you did.
but you get
You're
the
a
idea.
scholar.
You get the idea. They realized they had 3 episodes left, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta hurry! Get him off Lamentus!"
I guess so, but I mean, I thought the last episode was good. I liked it a lot. And I like how it proved that the timekeepers were fake. Remember, she cuts off the head and it's a robot. But I don't know if the one girl knows or knew that it was a robot. The other agent, the one who's the top agent, whatever,
Raven something.
Yeah, I don't know if she knows that they're robots. Or you think she does?
I'm pretty sure she did. She knows a lot more than she's letting on. Like she said that I forgot what was your variant event and for Sylvie. She knows what it is. She's just toying with her. I think she is the only one who knows.
The only one.
Yeah, and like with her name,
yeah, she's a liar too. He had a good point. She's a liar.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking on her name, but I just always heard that she was directly tied to Kang, and I don't think Kang is going to show in this movie.
I think in the comics they are like love interests. I think Kang and her.
Yeah, they have like a romantic relationship. I don't know if that's gonna. I think
gonna get it on this episode. They're gonna fuck for like 30 minutes of this episode.
Some self-love
language. What is with this language?
So, Jayden, this is Gavin down here in the bottom left with the Halo logo. It's Gavin Cooley. This is that one Carlos, and then you have Brian, Master of None. Their names are basically Gavin, Carlos, and Brian, but they, see, I'm Nicotina.
It's Mr. Cooley.
Okay, her name is Ravona Renslayer.
Ravona Renslayer, yeah. That is.
Are you fucking kidding? That's her name?
Yeah.
That's like that seems a little bit overdone, but all right.
That sounds like a Star Wars name.
It does. It sounds like a Star Wars name or like a freaking vampire slayer.
It's one of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, one of the Knights of Ren that we never got.
No. She kills them. She's a Ren slayer.
She was a Knight of Ren.
She was the last leader of the Knights of Ren. She got pissed off.
Hey, Austin, if you want a link, let me know, and then I'll DM you a link on Twitter. Just let me know. Austin, he's one of the hosts on Pop Culture Corner.
Yeah.
Watch, it's the wrong
love
Austin.
No, I love Austin. Get him in.
I don't know who you are.
Why are you sending me an invite?
I know. I don't fucking know you.
Yo, I'm trying to sleep.
I'm trying to sleep.
Stop sending me DMs.
It's late, bro. This is why I mute my shit.
She evil as fuck. Oh, what's up, Fear Jason? He's already on Twitch, ready to rock. All right, so we're 10 minutes away. We're less than 10 minutes away from the premiere of Loki episode 5, not 4, like I tweeted out earlier today, and I fucking fucked that one up. But no, episode 5. So for giving plays, it will start in less than 10 minutes. So
9 minutes.
9 minutes. So like I said, where's the trigger? So there is the link right there for the Twitch stream. So click on that link, hop on over to Twitch, join us as we're going to watch the episode live right here on the channel. I'm going to do that right now. So guys, I want to thank everyone who's watching the pre-show here on YouTube, but we're going to jump over to Twitch and we're going to go watch Loki in about 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. So here we go, and we'll see you guys. Well, that's the wrong one. I almost took off the Twitch stream. We'll see you guys over.